Welcome back to the Vi Media channel, and thank you for listening. I am Eric Brown, president of Vi Media and partner at Mogul Holdings. We specialize in growing home service companies. So today, we are going to make it short and sweet. I want to talk about branding and creating content for yourself. So if you are a business owner, if you are a salesperson, if you are a chief marketing officer of a company or a marketing executive, whatever you do, you need to make sure that you have a face for your business online, especially for those new businesses, right? There is content videos and things that you need to be producing to get out in front of, especially if you're a local service company or a home service company, on the work that you are actually doing, right? The issues that you are encountering, the problems that you are solving for homeowners or for commercial buildings. You want to be able to have that content and be able to push that content out on social media. That way you could put it on, YouTube, for example. You can put it on Meta, Facebook, Instagram. You can put it on all these platforms and you can start to grow an audience, not based on people searching for you, just based on the content that you're making and being educated and being knowledgeable in your field. That is why we do the Marketing Monday episodes. Um, is obviously to give back and to help get good information to business owners and marketing professionals and things like that want to grow their business. But also, for us as a brand, for Vi as a brand, for Eric Brown, myself as a brand, to be able to really grow an audience, to be able to get in front of people and talk about what we know, to talk about our experiences, to talk about a difference that we can make for business owners, right? And it'd be a big difference if I didn't have this, right? I didn't have what we also have the St. Louis podcast. We didn't have the Vi Media YouTube channel. We didn't have those videos going out. It'd just be basic posting and bullshit that everyone else does. Here's a photo of an employee, whatever, hanging a gutter. That is a stock photo, right? That stuff doesn't get you anywhere, right? You want to be authentic. You want to be personable. And really, the best way to be authentic and personable is by being you and by getting yourself out in front of those people. And you don't have to start with a big budget. I mean, you don't even have to start with really any budget. Um, you can use your phone, right? Buy a $5 stick from Timu. I don't suggest Timu. Or go, buy a little bit more of an expensive one from like Micro Center or somewhere online. And give video of the work that you're doing, of the work that your employees are doing, and post that. There's AI programs now editing that will do most, if not almost all of the heavy lifting. I wouldn't say all because, maybe it's not going to be as good as you would like, but AI is going to do a lot of the heavy lifting. As long as you could take a decent video, put it into a program, you're going to be able to get decent content out of that. And of course, at first, right, you're not on a budget. You don't have an editor or anything like that, or maybe you never do. You don't ever need that, but you don't need to start with hiring, even a social media marketing company. You can do this yourself. And social media marketing companies, if you're getting a good one, is going to be fairly expensive. And it's hard to justify that cost, at least at first, because you know that the return on investment, more likely than not, is not going to be there. At first, you're really just building that brand, building that the authenticity and really the authority of yourself and of your business. So you want to have long form content, longer form content like we do here, right? We usually try and make our Marketing Monday episodes. We've had longer ones that are half an hour where we take a deep dive into Google Ads, right? That was a great episode a couple of weeks ago. We talk about from setting it up to how to build it out to the keywords to landing pages to how to measure conversions. I mean, we talk about it all, and it's a full 30 minutes of talking about Google Ads. If you're running Google Ads, it's a great video. We have a full two-part segment on SEO and how Zach Dixon, our director of SEO here at Vi Media, goes about doing his job. Obviously, I'm well versed in everything that we do. But we have team members like Zach. Maybe I'm an 8 out of 10 on SEO or a 7 out of 10 on SEO, right? He's, let's just hypothetically, 9.5. I'm not going to say anyone's ever a 10. Same with Matt McGrail, our chief performance officer, who is in charge of our ads, right? Maybe I'm a 7 out of 10 efficiency or 7.5 out of ads. But he's a 9.5, right? So it's good to get him on here talking about this stuff. Obviously, I talk every single week, but it's good to get those guys on here talking about that stuff as well. Uh, So, and that's why we do this, right? And that's why you guys should do it as well. It allows us to really differentiate ourselves. There's a lot of marketing agencies, and one big thing I do now when I go out and I'm networking and I'm talking with people, I don't I'm not gonna say, "Hey, let me sell you," right? Let's set up a meeting. Go to my YouTube channel. I have a business card, Popple. It has a link to, like, the YouTube channel and things like that. Go go to those, and then you can decide for yourself if you wanna actually go ahead and talk to us. Just based on the content that we have, and most other marketing agencies, marketing professionals don't post anything. Um, Maybe they have some blogs on their website and things like that, but they're not getting in front of a camera and doing exactly what I'm doing right now, which is giving away obviously not everything, right? We're not going to have an 8-hour podcast on what we do for SEO, but we can at least give in depth a lot of the information, right? And then you guys can kind of do your research from there. And of course, if you're listening now and you have questions about stuff, past podcasts or past Marketing Monday episodes, or just stuff about digital marketing or branding or anything like that that you want us to talk about, please let us know in the comments or just send us a message over to Vibe Media. We'll make sure and do that. But really, obviously, at the end of the day, this is to grow our audience to get more uh, at the end of the day, we just want to be able to send people back. And it's not, we're not just talking about what we can do, to the client, right? We're talking about it on YouTube, on social media, on Facebook and Instagram, on LinkedIn, on TikTok, right? So we have the longer videos, and then we can have clips that we take out where, I give a good minute long thing of talking about something specific that can be broken up into a shorter segment, and then you can put it on Reels, right? You can go ahead and put it on YouTube Shorts. You can go ahead and put it on TikTok. So now the longer form video, and again, there are also Opus Clip is one. There's programs that you can use after you have the full video to take out those individual segments that then you can use as well. So there's a lot of tools now that is going to make this a hell of a lot easier and take way less time than it would have before. And I know as business owners, a lot of us and even people, that do digital marketing don't like social media. So I know it's tough to be able to be like, listen, this is what we need to do. After you have it, you need to go ahead and post it. But if you do that, in the long run, it'll pay off because a majority of people are not doing that. And if that's one way you can stand out, and not only that, eventually you'll start, once those people start to recognize your brand, you start to get a following and things like that. Let's just say, for example, you're an HVAC company, you've put out 100 videos on different units, different problems people have, how to fix those problems, or if you need a new install, how to run ductwork X, Y, and Z. As you guys know, I love saying X, Y, and Z. Uh, then if maybe they don't remember you off top, or maybe they do when they have that problem, but let's just say they go to Google and they look for an HVAC company. You're right there, you're showing up on Google. They're like, "Oh yeah, obviously I should use this person. I've seen all of their content and I follow them and I trust them." Versus just going to Google, seeing 3 HVAC companies you've never heard of, you click on one and hopefully that landing page is gonna sell them on it, which is a majority of people, right? Versus actually building that brand. So if you have enough money, realistically, you'd wanna be doing SEO, right? You wanna be doing Google Ads, and you'd wanna be producing content, because 'cause that'll give you the full force of, really every single avenue. Obviously, not talking about traditional or direct mail or things like that, just from a digital marketing component and standpoint. So, what I want everyone to take away from this episode is start making content. It doesn't have to be amazing. It just has to be engaging. And one way to create engaging content for home service companies, or even if you're an accountant, right, or whatever it is literally an accountant can go over tax codes, can go over tax returns. There is so much content that you would think it's boring, but there are people that need to know this information. Taxes, accounting, things like that aren't really taught well to us, and for the majority of people, really need to talk to someone in order to really learn and how to figure that kind of stuff out. Or instead of talking, you just make that content and post it out for those people to know, right? That way, let's just say, for example, I'm using an accountant right now. They're fine. This is hypothetical, of course. They're fine. But I see someone in my network, they start making a bunch of content, or somehow I run across someone that's been making a bunch of content. Well, we want to go ahead and make sure that that content is being produced, is being put out there, because there are people that are going to see that. For every single business, there's someone that is going to be looking at that stuff. Um, so start posting. You can even, I would say, monthly get together and some ideas on what you want to actually be posting for that month. If you have a specific month where you want to post about this specific week, create a content calendar, right? Get down different days and what you're expecting to do. If you want to post 3 days a week, figure out what those posts are actually going to look like and where you're posting that stuff. As always, we appreciate everyone's support. Please like, review, subscribe, leave a comment, share it with someone else that you think is going to find this valuable. Please stay tuned. We have multiple videos, usually a week. And as always, we have a Marketing Monday episode every single week. Thank you all, and see you soon.